the difference between old school magic users and new school wizards. Let's talk about it. So, old school wizards started off normally with just one spell. And a lot of times in their spell book, it was read magic and one first level spell, that was it. It was extremely challenging to play a wizard. And sometimes, I would have to say, it sucked ass when you ran out of spells. You could do nothing but throw a few rocks or a dagger or your staff, and that's it. SOL. I'm talking about you were pretty worthless. But if you persevered and you really tried to keep that character alive, like someone had advised, wizards should probably get war dogs. That's a damn good suggestion. In the olden days, I never had a wizard get past, I think he got to 5th level, my one wizard I played, when I cast a fireball in the Tomb of Horrors, and we were using the BX rules. The fireball engulfed me and the entire party. I was the only one with the low enough hit points to die instantly from the shit. What a wonderful, stupid thing I did. I was a kid, man. I didn't know. So anyway, now let's go to the modern wizards and the improvement they've done. Since about 3rd edition or so, I'm trying to kind of foggy on 3rd edition. I think they had quite a few cantrips. Pathfinder ended up having the at-will type stuff. And then 4th edition definitely did the at-will. And then 5th edition, basically the best little magic user package you could get. The way they do the memorization of the spells, just the whole way they do the entire game is magic-wise is just really fun. It's fun to play a wizard. Your wizard, once he runs out of spells, he at least still has a few cantrips that he can cast over and over. And none of them are game-breaking. But, I got to give it to the modern gaming design on wizards. They did it's just a way better job or a way better evolution of the old wizards. But now, let's go back. Not that it's bad to play an old school wizard of some sort, because it's a challenge. You're not getting anything handed to you. Every XP you get, you work for. Which was some of my philosophy when I was running some 5th edition, and somewhat I'm trying to do running Back to the Dungeon as well. My other game that is a mixture of old school BX with a little bit of OE mixed with some modern day D20 and modern gaming, etc. At first, when I came out with it back, I think in 2016 is when I actually released it for sale. I've been giving it away for years. I've been working on it literally on and off since possibly as early as 2003. I'm not sure. Anyway, was just kind of fiddling around with this, and then, as I was just about to release it in 2013 or 14, then 5th edition came out rather quickly, and looked like it was going to do what my game did. During the play test, of course, I was like, hold on, you don't need full page monster stats, and they did it anyway. But it beautifully works. Still a lot of clunk that, that Back to the Dungeon took out. I just have basically armor class, hit dice, and movement, and then a small description of what, and then depending on the weapon, and a description of their natural weapons if they have claws and such. And that's about it. Tried to keep it really simple. But anyway, Wizards of Old School in 5th edition. If you haven't played an old school game, an OSR game, and you're, give it a chance. It's not going to be easier. I've ran some really badass 5th edition games that I called, basically I OSR'd 5th edition. It's called fatigue rules. They work great. They screw up all that robotic thing. And then the second point is, what do you mean you can take a short rest? You just made a bunch of noise and y'all ran around acting like fools, making noise, screaming, casting spells. It's like, you have to find a safe place to take a short rest, bitch. You just can't, I'm a short rest, you better find a safe haven. You're not short resting, or if you want to, wandering monsters will come get you, Not trying to be a killer, but you got to be smarter than that. So anyway, but the difference between old and new school wizards is not really that night and day, other than the cantrips. But the cantrips make the difference. Possibly some of you old school DMs may want to add like a super. I've seen them before add a zap and a shield or something like that. It did like 1 to 4 damage, but they could cast it every round, making them have some ability to do something, or maybe up it to 1 to 6. I don't know, because 1 to 4 don't do much. Well, it'll be free, so maybe 1 to 4 is what you need to do. I don't know. I know many people in the back in the day house ruled spells, and they always house ruled them crappy. Like I had one guy that in our 2nd edition game back in the years ago, your wizard had as many spells as his intelligence. Which once you got a few levels higher, he didn't have anything to, the spells that were available for you to cast, you kind of were SOL when you got, because the 3rd level spell costs 3 points. And attributes didn't go up back then, so once you got a high enough level, you couldn't really cast any of your high level spells without wiping out everything. He didn't have any. Well, no, we never got high enough level to even have that problem come up, but I did point it out because I'm a rules guy, and that's what I do. When I read a rule. If I don't read it, I'm not a rules guy. But anyway, all right. Giselle Dread Wolfsbane, unofficial wizard of the OSR, signing out with a 2nd video. About to get home, about to go play some old school essentials and some Restenfold, So, all right. Please like and subscribe. I need to get to 50 members so I can do some live streams. Bye.